Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. We're gonna just talk about cryptids. Are we ready? Yeah, let's get into it because November is right around the corner, and that means the Cryptid Readathon is here almost. Can you believe it? Yes. So of course, we have the Cryptid Readathon, which I'm co-hosting along with Jason from Jason's Weird Reads and Sin from Sin's Book Nook. We are running it through the whole month of November. If you can get your cryptid on for the whole month, it's gonna be so much fun. And so I'm here today with just my TBR pilot possibilities and also some recommendations. I wanted to highlight some things that I have, I've dug through the trenches, you guys, for the books that I have found on Kindle Unlimited that are featuring cryptids of some sorts. And I'm gonna show them here, and I'm going to make them a list down for you in the description below. I will also transfer this list over to our Discord, which I'll also link below. If you haven't joined us over there to talk about cryptids and cryptid stuff, we're going to talk cryptids all month. Join us over there too. So without any further rambling from me, let's get going into my pile of possibilities. So we do have 5 prompts for the month. You can do however little, as many as you want, of course. And the first prompt is a book featuring your favorite cryptid. I mean, Bigfoot is my favorite, honestly. He really is. And I'm going to finally dig into Devolution by Max Brooks. I wanted to read this when it came out, but you know how it is. I never get to things. So I'm going to finally put this on this list here and hopefully get to it. I'm hoping to pull this one up on audio at some point throughout the month. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun one. That's what we're going to enjoy there. Okay, so number 2 is a book featuring a cryptid that you wouldn't want to run into in the dark alone. Ooh. And right here, I'm going to be putting Below by Laurel Hightower. Excuse me. I have a froggy in my throat. Below by Laurel Hightower. I don't think I'd want to run into Mothman in the woods. I don't think so. I just don't think so. This is a book that I've also been wanting to read for a really long time now. So I'm finally going to make it happen. And I'm really looking forward to it. I've read really great things about this book. And Laura Hightower just seems like good people, you know what I mean? Of course, I loved Crossroads. And I've just been dying to get into more of her books. And it's going to happen this month. Yes. Okay. The third one is read a story or book, based on or featuring a water-based cryptid. I have pulled out The Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry. I don't know how much the serpent actually sort of plays into this story, but this is a book I've been having on my shelf for a little while, and the cover, oh my gosh, is so stunning, and it sounds really lovely. So, London, 1893. There's Cora Seaborn. Her husband passes away. And so, but she's actually happy about it, I guess. Okay. Okay. So she seeks refuge in fresh air and open space. She leaves the metropolis for coastal Essex, accompanied by her inquisitive and obsessive 11-year-old son, Francis, and the boy's nanny, Martha, who was also her friend. Okay. So once they hear rumors that after nearly 300 years, the mythical Essex serpent, a fearsome creature that once roamed the marshes, has returned. When a young man is mysteriously killed on New Year's Eve, the community's dread transforms to terror. So Cora is a keen amateur naturalist with no patience for religion or superstition. She's immediately enthralled, certain that what locals think is a magical sea beast may be a previously undiscovered species. So it goes from there. So she's investigating this thing, yada yada yada. I don't know, it just sounds kind of lovely, but a historical fiction kind of flair. With the time setting, and I'm kind of interested in Cora. She sounds like a pretty cool lady. So I'm going to get into this. I think it sounds something a bit different for a cryptid story, but I'm really excited about it. And this book is just a beautiful book. So yes. Okay. Number 4 is a book featuring a forest-dwelling cryptid, and this I'm just kind of plugging in. Possibly, I'm not really sure quite yet. I got several things to choose from here. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to plug in To the Devil, a Cryptid, which is a Hunter Shea book. This is a Goatman story. I don't know much about it. I think it should be fun, though. Yeah, Hunter Shea. It's pretty good at what he does. So yes, I'm excited about that. Okay, and then the last prompt is a book, featuring a cryptid that lives near you or has been sighted around you, and kind of in your general area, your state, your country, whatever. And that, of course, is Bigfoot here in North Carolina. So I'm going to read some more Bigfoot stuff. Probably some Bigfoot smut. Look, I am who I am. It's okay. But I hadn't nailed anything down yet. Okay. I also have some other books, though, that I want to get to. So I picked this up. It came from The Swamp. This is a cryptid anthology edited by Joey Rappool. Oh, no. Joey R. Poole. Rappool. Oh, my God. Read words. Okay, Joey R. Poole. And this is what it sounds like. It's an anthology of cryptid stories. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just really excited about it. So I know that Megan Lucas has a story in here. So that's really all I need to know. So I'll work my way through this for the month and get back into reading some short stories because I've been kind of slacking on that. I also have this book, which I'm not quite sure if it fits as a cryptid story, so I might just have to read it and find out. But it's called Healer of the Water Monster by Brian Young. I know this is an indigenous story, so I don't know if it's more of a lore type of story or if there is some sort of cryptid type of monster actually in here. I'm not sure. So, and this is a middle grade story. So, there's a kid named Nathan who goes to visit his grandma on the Navajo reservation for the summer. Excuse me. And let's see. One night, he gets lost in the nearby desert. He finds something extraordinary. A holy being from the Navajo creation story, a water monster in need of help. All right, so it looks like they get together and figure out how to cure the mysterious illness that plagues the pond. Okay. So yeah. And then there's the help of other Navajo holy beings. So yeah, I don't know. I think it could work. So I'm gonna plug it in. We'll see. We'll kind of see how it goes, right? I also picked up this middle grade book. It's called Cryptid Hunters, and I think it just it kind of sounds like what it is, We've got 13-year-old twins, Grace and Marty, whisked away to live with their Uncle Wolf, an uncle they didn't even know they had, who has dedicated his life to finding cryptids. So I guess they join in with him on finding cryptids. I'm not sure, but it could be fun. And so yeah, I've got that again on my pile of possibilities, along with this one, The Circus of Dr. Lau by Charles G. Finney. And this is an old book. It was first published in 1935. It says, an irreverent, licentious, insolent, and amusing. A circus of legendary creatures like satyrs, werewolves, mermaids, sea serpents. That's scintillating, intriguing, horrifying, and beautiful. And delightful. Between the lines of his imaginative orgies is a profound satirical comment on civilization. I don't know what to expect from this. The cover's pretty gnarly. Could be some cryptid shit in here because we have to have a sea serpent. So I don't know. Could be fun. I'm gonna check that one out. It's an old book, so we'll see what we get with that one. So that's kind of my pile of possibilities for the month, and we'll see what we get into. So let me dig into what I have found on Kindle Unlimited for you if you're needing some tips. Okay, so I did find actually some picture books on there for kids. I love reading picture books. I've got some picture books that I'm probably going to read, and probably I might read all of these. But Sammie Squatch, When I Grow Up by Andy Picton. Look at this cute little Sasquatch. Oh my gosh, adorable. Momo and Uncle Yeti by Sibani Karki. Adorable. My Yeti Loved Spaghetti by Hart Lee Sirius. Sid the Squatch, another cute one. Wendy Elliott. The Friendly Yeti by Ann Taylor. And Cryptids Short and Tall, Big and Small by Kelsey Bishop. So yeah, these are some picture books that you can find on Kindle Unlimited. Give them a go. They seem really cute and fun. All right, I did find a few things that kind of, I guess, feel more like nonfiction. They're kind of like people telling stories of like cryptid encounters and stuff. So there's a few of these on here. One is Mothman, The Facts Behind the Legend by Donnie, Sergent Jr. and Jeff Wamsley. Okay. There's The Cryptids of Asia and Oceania by Carol Scott. That one actually seems pretty interesting. I'm curious to read about, some cryptids in a different country. I thought could be cool. So I might kind of breeze through that one and read a few things in there. Winged Cryptids, Humanoids, Monsters, and Anomalous Creatures Casebook by Lon Strickler. So this guy, yeah, I think he had documented some things of people, or himself maybe, running into these creatures. I'm not sure. Okay, we got Dogman, Bigfoot, and Something More, a brief collection of encounters by P.D. King. Again, a collection of true stories where you can make up your mind. Did they really happen or not, right? Okay, so here's some more horror leaning stories, or some kind of action-y, thrillery, just general fiction stories, okay? The Mothman's Shadow by Jason Strange. This one seemed like possibly a middle grade story, but is a Mothman story. The Legend of Dogman by David C. Posthumous. Really fun name. How about that pen name? I don't know much about Dogman at all, so that could be fun to read. Sasquatch by K.T. Toome. We need another Sasquatch book. There's Cryptids by David Haynes. This is a series of books called the Cryptid Force 6. Looks like they go out hunting cryptids. Could be fun. There's Mothman, Return to Point Pleasant by Scott Donnelly. Another Mothman book. There is Monster. So this one is book 1 of the Cryptid Chronicles. So there's a series called Cryptid Chronicles. These are by Henry Scott. If you want to check out book 1, see what it's all about. There's The Siege at Simeon Heights by Kyle Steele. This is another Bigfoot story. Dark Tales of Cryptids and Truck Drivers, and Dark Tales of Cryptids and Park Rangers by Michael Kelso. They're both like, just collections. And actually, I'm not sure if these are like possibly like true stories, collected or not. So they may go in the nonfiction section or not. I'm not sure. But either way, they're little collections of encounters from truck drivers and park rangers. Both of those actually seem really cool. I think especially like truck drivers. Oh my god. Okay, The Bloody Tracks of Bigfoot by David Irons. This is actually kind of high on my possibility list too, because it's just the cover is just pulling me in. It looks really fun. Okay, yeah, and then I mentioned To the Devil, a Cryptid by Hunter Shea. This is, I think I'm definitely gonna try to get to this one. Again, it's a Goat Man story. Okay, Cryptid Park by Eric S. Brown. It seemed like Jurassic Park with cryptids. So you come into this park and you're seeing cryptids. That's what it seemed like when I read the blurb. Cryptid Slayer by Rick Poldark. Cryptid Zoo. This is a series, another series. These are by Jerry Griffiths. Abominable by Alan Nays. Close Encounters of the Cryptid Kind. This is another series of books. These are by Deborah Cannon. Mysterious Creatures, The Cryptid Encounter by G.D. Pickering. Saga, I don't know. Would you consider Swamp Thing a cryptid? So, because you can read the Alan Moore Saga of a Swamp Thing, his, take on his, his frame of doing this Swamp Thing stories. I don't know much about Swamp Things. I don't know like his origins or anything. But if you have, this is free if you have Amazon Prime. I'm just putting it out there. Bigfoot is Not Your Friend by D.H. Eyre. It's a gnarly looking one. A few more Hunter Shea books. The Loch Ness Revenge. The Dover Demon. Swamp Monster Massacre. I read this one. It's really fun. It's like swamp Bigfoots in like the Florida swamp areas. And Bigfoot in the Bronx. I may have to read that one too, just because of the name. Sounds amazing. Okay, now if you're looking for some romance, some erotica, some smutty books, here you go. The Loch Ness, a male-male monster romance by Aaron Hawke. The Bigfoot's Mate, a gay monster romance by Delaney Rain. And then there's a second one called For Fur's Sake by Delaney Rain. Bigfoot. Love, Lies, and Cryptids by M.L. Nolan. Bigfoot. There's a 4-book series called Carnal Cryptids. These are by Vera Valentine. And what I wrote down is a 4-book series, yeah. Seduced by the Selkie by Lauren Connolly. Something a little different. A little Selkie action. Bested by the Bigfoot by Harley Jane Meadows. A lot of Bigfoot smut out there. A lot. Actually, this one's high on my list too because the cover is stunning. She Came from the Swamp by Darva Gree, a sapphic romance. So it looks amazing. Rescued by Mermaids by Katrina Lalak, another sapphic story. Mated by the Mothman by Thea Blakesley. Mothman. Smut. Okay, a few books here by Sadie Meyer. Alone with a Female Bigfoot. Alone with Bigfoot. And Dominated by the Dogman. You're welcome. And this one has a great cover. It's called Like Mothman to a Flame by Rami Cavalish. Yeah, I love that one. Getting a little more unhinged here. Bigfoot is a Foot Big by Maddie McNeil. I searched these books so you don't have to, okay? I'll read them so you won't have to if you want to. Enticed by Bigfoot by Virginia Allen. Boned by Bigfoot by Indiana Bones. Classic. She Found a Bigfoot and Bigfoot Found Her G-Spot by J.B. Wood. And last, certainly not least, The Coming of Mothman by Raven West. You're welcome. You're welcome. But now, all this sounds just so fun. I can't even, I want to read everything and all of it, you know. So yeah, these are, some of my physical options. And then if you're looking for something to pick up on KU, maybe you found something in the recommendations. But yeah, so I hope that, again, you'll join us for the Cryptid Readathon for the whole month of November. Just read what you want. Come and join us. Have some fun with some cryptid stuff. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, I'll link the Discord below if you want to hop in up there. And I will link, of course, Jason and Sin's channel below. And you just come and join us. Read some Bigfoot smut. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you in the next one, okay?